Hey folks, Jeremy Hirschman here. Got another drill for you to work on at home. This is a fantastic illustration to understand how bounce works on a golf club. I've got my wedge here, and when we look at the wedge and we put it perfectly down on the ground, the front of the golf club here is called the leading edge. The bottom of the golf club, the difference between the leading edge and the trailing edge is very rounded and it's ground. That is what we call the bounce for all effective uses in the language of the club. So what happens here is that people need to learn how to correctly use the bounce in order to prevent the club from digging. If you chunk a ball, if you blade a golf ball, you are hitting the golf ball with the front edge of the club. When I take the shaft of the club and I lean it forward, now that leading edge of the golf club is now digging into the ground. And so what will happen is that I'll hit some chunks and then I'll pull up to hit the middle of the golf ball way across the green because I want to avoid the ground. We've got to get the sensation of the bounce actually sliding across the ground. We want to take the bottom of this golf club and we want to have it sliding across the ground. So if you take your palm and you just point it up to the sky and then you just kind of slide it across the ground this way, that's simulating us using the bounce on the wedge correctly. Well, one thing you can do when you're in your kitchen or if you're making dinner or if you're just trying to practice the feel is you can take a frying pan and you can hold the frying pan. And now what you're going to want to do is you're going to try to move the frying pan across the ground. If you have a bunch of hot food in there, we don't want to turn it out. Then it would turn into a digging frying pan. So I don't want to turn the frying pan this way. I want to move it across the table or across the counter and set it down gently like I would set the club down with using the bounce. So it's a great feel, it's a great visual, a great way to understand how to use bounce when you're hitting chip shots.